Oh, Teddy Pendergrass was somewhere between Marvin Gaye and Luther Vandross. Had this strong voice, had this machismo, had this appeal. Before the accident, after the accident. Now, Joy, which was a song which was produced by the Calloway Brothers, which was his hit after the accident, he was channeling still in the Luther territory, body language. He still had hits, you know. But would he would have been more in the Marvin field, or would he been more towards the Luther? And as a vocalist, or was he only as good as working with Gamble and Huff? It's an interesting question I have. Where is Teddy Pendergrass's legacy exactly? And he was a strong balladeer drummer with Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Hit those notes, was strong. Was he channeling Otis Redding though? Late 60s. He's gonna be a strong crooner, strong Solomon Burke type, strong muscle soul. I.e. with Marvin Gaye, i.e. with that strong soul. Was it gonna be in the Barry White Isaac Hayes strong too? Or was he gonna be like in the Peebo Bryson and certain type of vocalists, which led to Luther and Freddie Jackson? Where was it exactly? And where do you put Teddy Pendergrass, the before, the start, the after? Where does it hit for you? He's one of those artists that it's an interesting mix. It's an interesting question. It's interesting totality of where do you exactly put him. You have to kind of like compartmentalize it all. And where does it rank? Where does it file? What does it say? What does it do? It's kind of like, where do you put him at? For people who grew up on the sounds of Philadelphia and grew up with his strong vocal range and his tone, they, and it was the For Ladies Only tours and all that, it's romanticized a certain way. But in the general sector, where does he at? This was a different era of R&B. It's a different era of R&B, because he was the first R&B artist to have 5 consecutive platinum #1 albums, I believe, on R&B charts, and he was a dominant fixture. He had his own lane. The beard, the vibe, the whole night. That was a different era of music making, because you could have so many different artistries and get into so many artists and the this, that, and the other, and you just had your lane, and people were feeling you, or they weren't. And so, and I know about Tyrese